He was a loving dad, husband and now forever hero. The father of 5 never came home after a day out with his family. He drowned at a man-made beach, saving his children first. Tonight his family wants to dispel rumours about his death.
He and I were the best of friends. Yeah, we did everything together.
He was a hero that day, wasn't he?
He was. He was. His final act is the perfect example of the type of person he was towards his children, that he sacrificed his own life to make sure that our children were safe.
Seti Pepe lived for his family. His 5 children meant the world to him.
He always reminded us that life was too short, especially.
His wife, Mina.
Seti was a family man. He was definitely a man of God. He based his life around his children.
On Boxing Day, that devotion cost the 35-year-old his life.
Very quiet, but his actions spoke really loud.
The Pepe family was taking a cool dip at the man-made beach at Penrith in Sydney's west. It was an idyllic day at the city's newest beach.
We went to the beach, we set up our gazebo and everything, and he buys every little knick-knack you need.
Seti decided his family would enjoy playing on an inflatable paddleboard.
Took the kids with him, my second eldest and my 2 younger ones, and they were paddleboarding out there, and we could see them from where we were until, things took a turn for the worst.
One of the younger children was eager to get in the water with her older sister, who was swimming alongside the paddleboard.
How did it turn bad?
She just leaned over a bit and the paddleboard had flipped over.
12-year-old Celeste and her father dragged the 2 young children back onto the board. Once they were safe, Celeste felt her father's hand on her shoulder. He was in trouble.
It was as if he was shivering and gasping for air, like just trying to reach up and hold on to something.
Celeste managed to scramble onto the paddleboard.
But
He'd gone.
Yeah.
I think in that moment, it showed his love for us.
Celeste couldn't help her dad.
We meant the world to him, and his actions on Boxing Day proved that.
With the help of family and friends, she's coping, but it was a very traumatic experience for her. To be the last one to see her dad before he left us.
Seti was a fit man, recently undergoing a health check as part of his job.
My husband had no medical issues. He was healthy.
And having grown up in Samoa, Seti was a more than competent swimmer.
Swimming is mandatory, like you need to learn how to swim to survive.
After Mina and Seti had their first 3 children, Seti decided to go to university and got a Bachelor of Science.
And it was a very proud moment. It was a big milestone, especially for our girls. He was really big on breaking barriers for Polynesians especially.
Seti wanted to prove to his kids that anything was possible.
He really wanted to show them that, you can come from the islands, you can come from whatever background and you can pursue your dreams.
Working as an environmental scientist, Seti had achieved his dream. The couple had 2 sons, Romney, who is now 4, and Seti Jr., just 4 months old.
Are those the photos that you guys wanted on
Mina Tuapepe finds comfort in her faith and her kids.
I draw that strength from my husband, my children, my family, his family, and our God.
The Tuapepes decided to speak with the current affair to pay tribute and to dispel mistruths about what happened that day. There have been reports that Seti took his kids swimming outside the patrolled area, but paddleboards weren't permitted in the swimming zone. There have also been suggestions he couldn't swim.
He wasn't the type of father that would put us in danger at all.
The family wants the truth to be known.
Let the world know that their dad was thinking of them, you know, even till his last breath.
My dad was kind of like my best friend in a way where he'd help me out with everything.
13-year-old Patience.
He wasn't afraid to do anything and he wasn't afraid to prove people wrong.
The coroner is still trying to determine exactly what happened. The New South Wales government maintains Penrith Beach was developed after a risk assessment involving the Royal Lifesaving Society and emergency services. Despite this tragedy, there are no plans to change the beach's safety protocols.
So what do you think might have happened?
I can't really comment on what I think happened. All I can go by is what my daughter had witnessed. I'm just trying to grasp the idea of him struggling, because like I said, he was a good swimmer. I hope that nothing under had, you know, he didn't get caught under. I hope that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
The family will be forever thankful to everyone on the beach that day who tried to help.
It kind of gives us hope in this world that because strangers are willing to help other strangers in times of need like this.
While they blame no one, they do question whether there were enough safety precautions at the beach for paddleboarders.
And I do thank the lifeguards for their efforts and everybody, like I said. But again, a lot of things could have been done better.
I've seen a lot of people blaming other people for the situation that has occurred. And I just wanted to say it's no one's fault, and accidents happen, really.
What does life look like for you and the 5 children now?
Very uncertain. We have a lot of love and support at the moment. But at the moment, my main focus will be me and the children. I'm not gonna lie, it does weigh heavily on my mind. Just not having that emotional support. Him not being here physically for us.
A beautiful dad and husband, such a huge loss for the whole family.